What's up, Warriors of Jigoku? Welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And it is incredibly awkwardly silent because I usually have something at least playing in the background, and it's really quiet. All we had was Kyoko just say before I actually hit record, Mikro Ikusaba. So yeah, this is obviously the video after the live stream that we did, finally solving the case with Sakura. It was actually probably a really decent good one. I liked it pretty well. Kind of made me not like Hina as a lot less, especially after we've learned that she just tried to kill every single one of us. But that aside, the case itself was actually pretty cool, and it made me feel more attached to Sakura and everything. Made me realize that she was a really good character. But with that being said, let's hop in here. But first, before I do that, as you can clearly see, we have another one of my OCs that were drawn in the Danganronpa style. Thank you very much to Cryzeros for that. He will be down in the description below if you guys want to go check him out. So without further ado, let us hop in here and see what else this game has in store for us.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Hoping there's supposed to be music here. Okay. I was about to say. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Alright, well at least it's giving me a heads up of when that's going to happen. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. That's some good art of Kyoko right there. Also, they didn't give me any spoilers, but Cryzeros also did mention that this would actually probably be one of the better of chapters, which I'm going to hold him to that. If I'm disappointed, I'll be disappointed in him because he lied to me. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's trial, that morning in the dining hall, everyone's here. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make a small talk or anything. We never get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Also, my voice is slightly hoarse. I don't know if it was after I did all the other videos for my Dynasty stuff, but because I was a little over the top, I will admit. So if my voice is a little hoarse, it's because I was actually going like ridiculously insane in those videos. Which even if you're not a Dynasty fan, if you want to hear some stupidness, I highly recommend you go check out the videos. Also, I have a new setup right now. I rearranged some stuff in the area, so my work area is a little bit different, so probably going to be maybe hearing some adjusting of the mic. But anyway. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
The horse is high on my neck right now. He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think, anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Huh? Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
They didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
Huh?
What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Right, she can't talk. Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under?
Whew.
I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Oh yeah, because we should have a new place opened up after our trial. I forgot about that. Did he actually open up anything in the, because I know there was a couple locked doors in the third level, or the third floor. So I guess we should go check that out, I suppose. Also, I decided to go with this look for Danganronpa stuff because, as you guys clearly know, I do have a streaming look for all that stuff. So let me know if you guys want to just see me with a full screen stuff when I do recordings, or keep it like the same kind of layout as the stream. I didn't want it to keep going back and forth. I don't know why. It slightly annoyed me, but because I thought it would honestly annoy some other people, but luckily no one's really mentioned that. So just in case, let me know. But yeah, we're just gonna keep playing this casually. I don't think, unless there's stuff where it's like really uninteresting. How the hell do I get to the next floor, actually? Ah, here we go. Third floor. I think it was the third floor, wasn't it? Yeah, here's the data lab. Is that open yet? Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Alright, so that's where we... Is that where we thought, like, the mastermind does, like, most of their stuff since the door's locked and everything? Remember this door being locked? Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Alright, well, I tried. I think those were the only doors that were locked up here, so it was worth a shot looking. Now this should be open up. Ah, this is it. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor that the 5th floor has been opened up to us. It's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. Really? I think the 4th floor was a little interesting, at least with the flooring and everything. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. This feels way more pleasant than the other floors, or than the 4th floor. I think the 4th floor was a little more intimidating, in my opinion. All right, so Toko's in 5B, so I guess we'll go see Toko right here. Unless she's still being tight-lipped because of Byakuya. Haha, catch me if you can. Wait up, I'm gonna punish you. Okay. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. Oh no. Sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. Aw, poor Toko. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad, I guess like she gave up. Is there something in this room maybe that I need to look at? Aside from the pretty weird looking thing there. Despair! I imagine there's nothing really else I can look at aside from this. This is where a window would be in a normal classroom, but there's some huge metal plate mounted over it now. This floor has been sealed up with sheets of metal, too. I'm sick of this. Is I gonna say the same thing here? Yeah. Maybe that's what she's trying to say. Unless she wants me to just leave. Unless she's just tired of me. Blah. Maybe I could talk to Byakuya and be like, hey, can she talk now? Because it looks like she wants to tell me something. Unless she's just going to tell me, hey, fuck off. Then I'm going to be like, oh. Well then. All right, where else do we need to look? So, Hina's outside. Then we got... Okay, let's go to 5C over here. Oh. Didn't say you were here, but okay. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. I don't know, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Is this 5C? I don't want to waste my time going in and out of a room. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh my god! Or what the hell is this? That works too. A grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, imagine disgusting, yet pungent, that's actually what I was going to say, pungent blood, yeah. I see. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must at least vaguely, wait, it must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. You're saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. Can death really feel despair? I mean, it's dead. It can't really feel anything else if I'm not mistaken. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... Aha!
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you haven't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Excuse me. Let me give you an itty-bitty, eegee-squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs.
Oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. All right. Dope. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Well, wasn't there like a big catastrophe that happened at this school, so I imagine this may have had something to do with it? There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Blood. Excuse me. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears that the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. Is this all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? It seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. I mean, it's interesting. I will agree. I'm up for that. I think that's everything. Yeah, this did not look good in here. Oh well, time to leave. Later, Byakuya, if I can leave now. Yes, I can. All right. Well, glad we saw that. Raw. The biolab, I guess. Oh, dope, it's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says biolab. Biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Well, why does it say raw? Can I look at that? All right, no, it's just gonna say that. I want to know what raw means. What do we got over here? I like the doors. Oh, this looks nice. Very nice, actually. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Thanks, Makoto. Ah, money! I forgot about that. If we ever get free time, I gotta make sure I make the most of that. It's a straw post used for sword practice. They use it for training here, too? Yay, more money. I'm getting rich! Oh, camera. Okay. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old-school public bathhouses. Bathhouses? Not gonna lie, I've actually never been to a bathhouse, so I wouldn't know. Suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Pretty cool. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
There you go, indeed. I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. Considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? I mean, with all the crap that we've seen in this school, it's not really that surprising at all. All right, same stuff? Yeah. Yeah, whatever. All right. What's up, Kyoko? Dope. Of course. Any words, and you even killed... Your boringness even killed the music. Which is, it's not true. I actually find her to be one of my more favorite characters in this cast. Well, Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Yeah. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
Oh my god, I thought she vanished for some reason. You'll understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. We made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. Just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Alright, time to leave then. See you later, Kyoko. There's Hina creepily on the other side of the wall, or on the other side of the hallway there. We got out here. Daylight? Oh. Oh. Is that actual daylight, or is that just, like, another illusion? That is a big-ass plant. Well, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? I hope so.
Watch out!
Wow. Okay. That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plants are like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead. Okay, then. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. Students at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. I was about to say creature. I'm not even kidding. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. That's a cool-ass flower, though. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. I got money from it, though. So wait, I said keep my distance from it, and I apparently walked up and was like, dope, I'm gonna take this money, though. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? Chicken! This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Yeah, it seems safe. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. Oh, can I look at, like, all of them? Or are they going to be... Okay, yeah, it's just going to be the same stuff. Okay. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? I said that really weird. Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Okay, so if they're actually, like, pointing out that there's 5, that means something's probably going to happen to one of them. Exactly? 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
Oh my god. It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. What? It never lets me get a word in edgewise. Oh. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. Leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? Where? Oh, yeah. What's got a marking on it? Oh, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Did we? To be fair to me, we've been taking a lot of, like, whenever I play this, and if that actually is something I should remember, I just need to say it real quick. We have taken so many, like, long breaks sometimes in this game. Like, I've been playing this game, I think, for over 4 months now. I could be wrong. It might be longer or shorter than that. I think it was around June. June, May. Wait, wow. June, July, August. Yeah, it's 5 months. Really? Wait. No, wait, we're in November now. Wait. June, July, August, September, October, November. Fuck, 6 months we've been playing this game. Kill me. I'm going to make sure that the next game does not take this long. Or at least I'm going to try to. At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls in the ceiling. But the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath the calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. When they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh.
oh God, they'll put their planet for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. That's the sad thing. I'm sure you are. He's like a character I'm like, why do you exist? But personally, I don't mind it too much because I still actually find him kind of enjoyable. Oh, what about behind him? What's this? There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's the Monokuma boy. Bear. Boy. Girl? Maybe? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. Sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. All right, I guess I got to remember that too. I'm always assuming if they're like putting it in some kind of like different text or bold, like not in different text, in different coloring or bold text, I'm assuming I have to remember that. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. I guess, and that's also important. That means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. You're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Who the fuck says you're ever too old to get the hell off my screen? Or do you have some kind of water fetish? Is there a fetish for that? Is there actually a fetish for that? I wouldn't know. Anyway. You can tell everyone. He did the laugh, so I didn't have to do it. Eventually, I'll be comfortable enough to do the laughs. But for now, I'm like, I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. Once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Ah, English. Turned up. Oh, it's only 2 of them. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. Before too long. Oh, all right, there we go. It would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
You know what's funny? I actually expected her to come out after that. As soon as he mentioned sports, I knew she was going to say... I knew, like, somehow Hina was going to mention it. Or say something. So we did all that in the nighttime. You could investigate all that within, like... How long have we been recording for? 23 minutes. And it's nighttime already? Oh, what the hell are they are they inspecting, like, every nook and cranny? Granted, I understand if they would try to because they are, like, all dying in this school and they want to find a way out. But nonetheless, like, really? Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We got to think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can field a basketball team. Yeah, I had a feeling that she was going to do that. She was going to bring up sports. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Well, let's do the most interesting one, which was Byakuya. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, was there another room I missed? The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. Actually, I think there was only like 2 or 3, wasn't there? That's countless, I guess. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. Oh shit, Sherlock! Well, if you see white outlines and blood, come on. Like, was that really a big reveal? It's anime. Everything's a big thing. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
If it makes you leave the room, Hina, then by all means. Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Classroom? I mean, if that's it, the amount of stuff we already have going on here, like in this world, that's pathetic. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. I mean, yes, that is horrific, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done stuff like involving school shootings. And if that's the case, if that's all it was, is one classroom, that was pathetic. Because I've heard worse. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. That's true.
it's all clear now.
That would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? So yeah, well, here's the thing. I still remember how the game originally did start off and how I just ended up in a classroom and all that stuff. So I'm still thinking something may have happened, like maybe an in-between thing, because there's no way they wouldn't have covered it up without their parents or anything saying that, without them doing all those videos and stuff. It's kind of making me think that they were like something happened to all what was it, 15 of those students or 16? I think they're 16 now because of Mukuro. But I'm thinking that I guess like something happened to those students and they kind of like have actually been there and they lost maybe all their memories and stuff, because the pictures also kind of give me that vibe as well. Like, I'm not going to assume that those students are dead, like unless something like they put on like one hell of a show. I'm assuming that they actually are dead and something happened in like something happened to all the students when they were first arriving there. And maybe that they all did enroll in that school, and then they all ended up, like, I don't know, getting drugged or something like that, and then somehow getting brainwashed and forgetting all that. I don't know. That's my theory, at least. That's the only thing, because they all showed up. They were all like, yo, dope. And the vault wasn't there when like, what's-his-face first arrived, Makoto. So, obviously, that would also take a lot of timing to plan and, like, build up and construct and all that. So that's what I'm assuming. Like, they were already at that school, probably having a normal school life. But then all of them, like, maybe, like, I don't know, they all probably just got drugged or some crap like that. Like, oh no, I lost all my memory. Or maybe they were put in a cryostasis. I'm thinking like Yasuhiro, I think, there. Maybe put in a cryostasis. That'd be pretty interesting. I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance to escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
Yeah, because that probably takes a lot of, like, planning and, like, construction and stuff. So I imagine, like something happened to them while they were maybe already enrolled in that school. Those pictures kind of give it away to me. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you
So
ask?
then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Oh. Stairs. There was no I didn't see any stairs. Like on all the other floors, but not the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up to the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No. Not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out. No matter what it takes. Part of me actually also does feel like that this entirety of the cast here, there's only 6 of us left. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you because you can't talk. But what I was trying to say was, I'm assuming that this is actually probably going to be like the ending cast of the game. Like it's just going to be, I think they said 6. There's going to be just the 6 of us now. I get the feeling like not all of us are going to get killed off. Hey, Byakuya, it seems Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop all of us in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. Oh, I'm not acknowledging that. Oh, I'm not acknowledging that either. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up! And don't interrupt my master with me talking. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom? Thank God you didn't kill me.
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. Just pick it up. Or I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around. That was smart, actually. I'd rather have it laying there in the hands of a serial killer. Wait, what? I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Okay. I thought it was actually saying a stupid. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it? How about absolutely fucking nothing? All right? You can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
What's your
I
problem?
don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
so then.
So why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? No. No, 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 no. That's going to bite me in the ass somehow. I know it. I'll get framed for something again. And no. 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 Oh, yeah. I totally trust Makoto to take care of it. God.
Okay.
Then that's that. No, that's not that. Don't I get to say yes?
It's all
What the
clear
hell?
now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should ask. You should do as they ask. You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Throw it in the incinerator. Problem solved. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just put it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry. Wow.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Master just praised me? Hey, good for you. She's more of a masochist, isn't she? Dreaming. I must be dreaming. I would have ever experienced such a Oh, so she does like that. I feel strange. What is wrong with this girl? Her look at Toko these days, it just makes me feel sad. Amen. Amen. I agree with him.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
Serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. What? Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. Don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus... What's 9 plus 10?
What the heck?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. You should stop talking before you make yourself hurt, before your reputation gets hurt even more. If it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. If he says 21, I'm actually going to be happy.
Huh?
So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
All right, all that's left is Kyoko.
Hey,
Wait, no. Also, here I actually had 2 other things to mention. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Says you! Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. But don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right, too. Dick.
You know?
All right, so yeah, we read that. Okay, so chicken coop. There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecued. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Would it?
You know?
I actually don't know. Well, there's... Okay, we already read that, idiot. Tool shed. You notice it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe?
Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. The words crazy diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
it's true.
I don't just... wow, lisp. I don't just think. I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before.
Where? Ah, that's it. I remembered.
Mondo! Your weird-ass hair. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. Why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have stuck in there and done it, right?
Not
That's
possible.
impossible. But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
that's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here, and Monokuma confiscated it.
Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Okay, so either she actually didn't make sense with that, Hina, or I'm still going by my theory. Maybe he was someone who didn't mind being in the garden or something, and he left it there when they were actually having a normal school life here until one day they were brainwashed or something. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh?
Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
How are you going to call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, but maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. How does that that doesn't... How? They won't see it.
Well,
We can use it, and we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now more than I've ever been. It's starting to get that same way, you know. Don't worry. I'm feeling the same way. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo!
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, they're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh? Oh, she ain't responding. That makes it worse.
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope Speak Academy. Was I? I think I'm in the same boat as Kyoko, aren't I? Ina's the ultimate swimming pro. Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. Oh, right, lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but I gotta disagree because you're not looking at the positives here, Makoto. You haven't died yet. Why do I feel like that's gonna bite me in the ass when I say that? So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is very
You can't be serious, right? Can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
however,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
We have no intention of telling us. And I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, you can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like
That's
that.
fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk?
Because,
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever. Where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school. Where only the worst things happen? You really mean that?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned back on us and without a word began to walk
Come
away.
on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. You need to chill out. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe enjoying getting yelled at. Okay. You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing or your heart beating. It grates on me.
Hey.
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? What's the situation? She can sleep with me! Right? It's just like before. No different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And no different either. I can't stop anyone. Whoa!
What?
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean...
Cause look! Oh. I just realized his left eyeball is actually, on the white side. It's just a scribble.
What?
It's you! How long have you been standing there?
I'm very, very
Now I'm really angry!
Angry. He killed it for me!
angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
What?
Hey!
My precious. They stole it.
You're precious? Oh my god, it's Gollum! I imagine that's what the joke was, too.
Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
I like how that had to have a voice line to it.
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies.
But what the heck is your precious?
Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
So,
That's something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It's likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing to be able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
I still feel at times I should just skip these if they're all going to be the same thing.
As such, it is officially nighttime.
But I feel I should just keep it, just in case.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh, I can't even say that properly because my nose is stuffed. My throat's getting hoarse.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can't talk about this. We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precaution tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well...
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. This is pretty interesting with Byakuya and Toko now, like, being part of the team. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. I locked the door this time, though, right? Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko that I apparently just happened to be holding this entire time. Literally just like, when I was like dumbfounded or something, I started swinging it around. They're all just like, Makoto, please! And he actually wasn't even realized, like, oh yeah. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. How about in the fucking incinerator? But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? You can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Be sleeping in your bathroom. There's something I can do? Something I can... What? Did I drift off to sleep? Oh! I opened my eyes. I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. It's hard to realize if I'm actually asleep because I'm, like, in this perspective. Part of me kind of wished that, like, it would at least show a picture of him laying on the bed or something. So I would know. Hey, it's Kyoko! So you wanted to sleep with me after all. Kyoko? I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. We gotta go after the waifu! His waifu, at least.
Hey,
Sorry for asking to meet me here so late. It's okay. I'm used to it. Indeed. Wow, alright, yeah, that was kind of backhanded, so.
so then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? Does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. Well, I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. Oh, a Monokuma key. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It's a Monokuma key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's a rare-ass key. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You stuck it to the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
God, I can't even like Makoto. The lock was broken. Huh. It wasn't when I checked. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. Ah, the last fuck you to Monokuma. Get it. That was it. How come when I checked, it was still rattle, rattle? Oh, the door won't budge. Weak-ass Makoto. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right. So we could uncover what secrets may lay hidden within. He did that for us. He violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
That was pretty smart. Well, I don't know, smart, but very bold. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So, oh god, that was a while ago. So you asked me to meet at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Lord, I'm dying here.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her. Yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous? I mean, if you're nicknamed the Ultimate Despair, I would assume you are.
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. But mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No. Headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. Make such a strong statement without proof. It's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
this key is one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can let it go, can we? Oh wait, now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't! That's way too dangerous! And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching
is
us.
that right?
But they didn't catch us on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. Was that really just last night? But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, what may have been just a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. Couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
Hey,
If it's true that the... Ah, idiot. I'll go back and look at that stuff. Okay. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I right? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us without a second thought. I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis.
Correct.
What? In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
facts. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, an enemy standing before us. And with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. I mean, there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. Like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Alright, just so, also, let's just save, just because we've been doing this for freaking ever. Alright, so this will be a good stopping point right here for at least this episode. I'm actually going to record the next one right away, just because I'm actually getting really into it right now. Especially since we're getting much and much closer to the end. I know we only have 2 trials left. So, right now, guys, we're going to stop here. So, if you guys do enjoy checking out the Danganronpa content, of course, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know that you all like it. Maybe I'll be able to start the next one very soon after we finish this one. So if you guys do keep supporting this content, of course, which you have been doing pretty good with, then obviously we'll be getting more Danganronpa. I already have the other 2 games good to bought. Obviously, the second one was bought with this game, but I also have the third game as well, because I was actually pretty keen on doing the whole playthrough of this entire thing. If not, I'll just play the other ones off camera, but I'm pretty sure we'll be doing all of them on camera. But nonetheless, be sure to hit that like button regardless. And because it'll also let me know that we should do this more often with Danganronpa, because I do want to get this done pretty quickly, because like I said, we've been doing this for a long time, so I want to be sure that this doesn't drag on too much. So yeah, we'll try to make it we'll try to make these videos as long as possible, and the only time I'll probably do live streams, unless I have absolutely no time to do a live stream. If I have time to do a live stream around the time when we do this, the only time I do live streams is probably when we're going to be getting around investigations and class trials. But when it comes to like all the in-between stuff like this, we'll be doing videos and recordings of. So I'll just let you all know about that. And let me know your comments down below as well if you are not, and also if you do know all this, no spoilers. Let me know if I'm on the right track with all my theories and hypotheses as well. Like, don't spoil it and be like, damn, dude, you just nailed the whole story. Like, just be like, you're on a good track or something like that. But with all that being said, guys, if you do also enjoy the content, you'd like to see more Danganronpa on this channel, then be sure to also hit that sub button, because we'll be doing more, of course, in the future. So, with all that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Farewell.
Danganronpa.